Monday to you all. I wanted to start off this week by saying we are going to be doing a food-focused week all week long because I'm doing something brand new that I've never done before, and that is creating a course about cooking. So I've only ever created courses about piano and teaching piano and music and all that kinds of stuff. A lot of you probably are familiar with the content that I've created for Piano TV. But I have this entire side story where I've been to culinary school. I've actually been to 2 different culinary schools of different types. I've worked in a kitchen. I used to have a vegan food blog, and that's been like a really big part of my life, but I honestly haven't done anything with it. So when I went to culinary school, I was great. I learned a lot of skills. I made friends. I worked, I went from there and worked in a catering kitchen. But I really didn't like the manual labor of working in a kitchen all day long. It was long hours. It was really exhausting, low pay, and just not the kind of lifestyle that I was after. So once I stopped doing that, I basically just relegated cooking to a side hobby project in my life. I wasn't food blogging anymore. I basically just cooked for fun. And lately I've been thinking, well, you know what? I love cooking, and I also love creating courses, and I've created a bunch of courses for Piano TV. So why not do something like that with cooking? So that's what I've done. I've created the Vegan Cooking Challenge, which is a 30-day, I really like the 30-day format, you guys. It's a 30-day basically structure where there's 18 recipes, there's 30 videos. We're gonna have like a community, like a Facebook group and everything for people participating in the challenge. And I filmed the vast majority of the content for it already. All the recipes have been created. There's downloadable PDFs for all the recipes. But I think one of the most important parts about this, and one of the things that I found the most exciting challenge about creating this, was to see if I could create something, first of all, for total beginners. So if you've never cooked before, or if you've never cooked vegan food before, this is like bare bones, like absolute starting from scratch, like complete zero starting points kind of a course. I wanted to make something that was just like really, really easy and digestible, where someone who maybe has never really done a lot of cooking before can make really good food really fast. All of the recipes take like 30 minutes or less. A lot of them are a lot less. Sometimes they take a bit more when you factor into cooking time, like the time a stew has to sit on the stove or brownies have to sit in the oven. But in terms of like the active time, it's really low. And I also tried to keep the ingredients really low, and also to not use a bunch of obscure ingredients. Because one thing that drives me crazy about recipes and like cooking courses and stuff like that is like, okay, like it's totally impractical for the average home cook because there's a bunch of weird ingredients, and then what do you do with the ingredients? You're just like stuck with a bunch of things in your cupboard that you never use. It's really important to me that things be super simple, like as simplified as possible, with like the least amount of ingredients as possible for the most amount of flavor, with a minimum of esoteric ingredients. So that's kind of the framework that I designed this course. And it was a really interesting challenge for me to just think through all the recipes I've created in my day, to go through my good old fashioned pink binder where I keep all of my favorite recipes, and just think, okay, like what is so simple that I have some friends who are, very novice chef type people. One of my friends it's just hilarious to me. So I apologize, friend of mine who you probably will know who you are when you're watching this, who talked about the time she was cooking pasta and she burnt it because she didn't understand that you had to use a bunch of boiling water when you're boiling your pasta. She just used a little bit of water. So she put the pasta in the water, she walked away, and then all of a sudden she came back to her stove and it was just this terrible burnt disaster inside of her pot. So I kind of have had her in mind this entire time when I created this course, because I'm like, okay, someone like that, like I want them to be able to go through this and make really great tasting vegan food. So there's not one major difference between this course with cooking and the things that I've done over on Piano TV is I have an audience on Piano TV. There's like 50 of you guys who watch this on a weekly basis. So the challenge is going to be like, okay, how do I get some people to actually do this challenge with me, to actually participate in the course? So a few ideas that I've had beyond just, telling you guys about it and sharing with some family members who might be interested, is doing some kind of referral program. And since there's not going to be that many people involved, this will be really easy to take care of. But if you wanted to participate in the course alongside a friend, then you guys both get a discount when you join. So that's something that I thought would be kind of fun, because the more the merrier. And yeah, so we'll see. This is a total experiment. And maybe there's going to be like 5 people who do it. Maybe there will be 50. It's really difficult to say at this point. I'll be happy if even just one person goes through it. And if only one person goes through it, that person's going to get a lot of personal attention. So, there's no harm in that either. So this is going to be a run for November. So it's going to be running the duration of November for 30 days. But of course, like all the courses I've created, you'll have access to all the videos and the recipes and the content forever once you're signed up for it. But that's where we're going to be doing it as a big group. I might do another run of this in the future. Definitely not in December, because that's when people are busy with Christmas and they're not going to be, focused on trying new recipes and stuff for the most part. But we'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll run it again. But so this is a project that I'm really excited about. It's been really fun to shift modes away from music, because I've been so music focused for many years, because I've been a piano teacher for many years, and I've been doing a lot of work on my music album this year as well. So everything in my life has been very narrowly focused on music. So to do something completely different, testing recipes, filming them, playing around with that kind of thing, it's just it's been such a joy and such a blast. So just wanted to let you guys know about it. I'm not exactly sure what kind of things we'll be doing food related this week, but maybe we'll be doing some recipes. I have my random shopping list meal plan for the week, so maybe I'll bring you in the kitchen and just take you on like a journey of whatever random food that I happen to be cooking this week, or it's different every single week what I decide to cook. But I generally try to keep my habit of testing out several cookbook recipes or website recipes or everything every week. So I'm making new food all the time. And yeah, maybe I'll bring you in my kitchen to do that, and we can just have a week dedicated to cooking. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know about the vegan cooking challenge. Total details below, so literally everything that's inside the course you'll be able to find in the link below. It details what every single day is, what recipes you're going to be learning, and basically I am a big believer in transparency, so I want you to know exactly what you'd be getting if you signed up for it. So check it out if you're interested. I really hope that maybe there's one of you out there who will join us for this challenge. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I'll catch you tomorrow.